Hello, everybody. We are back again. I got my dad, Chris, my brother, Logan, and we're going to get started on this part 2. If you caught the first episode, awesome. We touched on the transfer portal, Ajay Hall, whole bunch of stuff, so make sure you check that out. But now we're going to shift over to a different sports, if you will. We're going to touch on some softball, some baseball, some basketball. So hope you join us for this bumpy ride. So first, I'm going to start with. We're going to start with. Let's see. We're going to start with baseball. What in the world is going on with David Pierce and the Longhorns right now? They just fell off a cliff.
That is a loaded question, man.
Okay, wait. Let me just say this.
Logan, you watch the baseball game, so I'm gonna let you speak on this.
So, where's Trey when we need him? No. So the first stone that turned into just a big old boulder was when we lost our ace. We lost our number one, and we don't. Now we don't know who we're gonna play every Friday night. So. That's really what started this whole. I mean, Ivan Melendez is still hitting home runs. So yeah. He's got like 16 or something like that.
It's baseball. I think we came in and we had the three big ones, right? You had who's the kid that went down?
Pete Hansen.
Was it Hansen?
Was it Petey? Right, Logan?
Yeah. And then you had your second guy. Man, they're all escaping my mind right now. I knew all their, but anyway. But I think when we lost that first guy, I think we lost him at the beginning of the toughest road series any team in the country went played. I mean, we were on the road for 2 weeks. And I think it just. From a confidence standpoint, I think it just shot them. I mean, it just, because they were walking in going, okay, we're above average in hitting, and we've got to shut down starters, right? They can kick us into 6-7 innings, can do 85, 100, 95 pitches.
Right.
And, we had some questions. We had questions in the bullpen to begin with, but we felt like we had 2 or 3 guys that could lock it down. But, I think, instead of a closer, coming in with a 4-0 lead or, a 5-2 lead, you're coming into a tie ball game. And it's a whole different pressure, right? And so I think that, him going down and then going on that long road stretch, I think he just shook him to the core. And I don't know, we lost to Air Force, y'all. I mean, WTF to Air Force. And
if we're being honest right now, I didn't even know they had a baseball team.
Well, surprise, surprise. They do. And they took us to the woodshed.
So how did you find out that Air Force had a baseball team? Well, we just got our ass handed to us on a silver platter. So
at home.
That's even
at the dish,
Which really sucks because, like, how many games are there in a season in college baseball?
42.
So the season's already almost over. I mean, they've already played
45,
30-something games. So
yeah, we had to win like 3/4 of the remaining games to get into, because we're going to get into the
playoff
postseason, right?
Mm-hmm.
Regionals and super regionals, but we had to win like 3/4 of our games left to host it. We would have hosted the regional and super regional. We had to be a top 8 seed, and that ain't gonna happen to host it, because then it goes to the dish, right? You're not on the road. You're, obviously being at home is ideal, right? But I just don't know if the pitching is and the hitting is too streaky, to say, okay, well, we're just going to go win games 10-8 because our hitting isn't consistent enough for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, and you know, I always thought it was funny when people said that about baseball. And now that, you know, I'm involved in baseball heavily with Coop, and, you know, you can see it, man. I mean, you know, those, I mean, and then they're 8U. Okay. It's not even close to what these guys, you know, those guys are doing. But you can see it, man. When they get out and they get rocked, you know, in the early innings, it's over.
Baseball's that's just the kind of sport baseball is, though. It's, I mean, if you get down, you know, 6-0 in the third inning, like that's an eternity. Like that's hard to get. That's hard to come back. I mean, in football, you get down by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, you can
make that up in 2 plays
and a fumble and you're back, right?
Yeah. So I mean, but baseball,
it's
you have
hard to get 6 run, you know,
right?
Especially when you're, you know, like we were having to work with Cooper because they, you know, before this last tournament, they switched him from right to left, right? So they switch him from right to left. And then we go into a tournament that's a wood bat tournament. So he's hitting on the wrong, on a different side with a bat he's never hit with. You know, and, you know, he struggled. And we're trying to like, look, dude, you know, like you just switched from one side to the other and hit with a bat you've never hit with before. Like, it's okay, you know, because you don't want him to get so like in his head. Yeah,
he's like, well, maybe I just suck. You know?
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like, oh, Dad, I'm not hitting, I'm striking out, and you know, like, even talk to the coach, and the coach is like, you know, I switched him from one side of the plate to the other in the middle of the season at a tournament with a bat he's never used, not worried about him at all.
Right.
He's like, you know, that. But he wanted him to switch him now for next season.
Yeah, I mean, dude, at 8 years old, you should be switching nonstop. He should be going back and forth all the time.
Right, and that's what we're doing. He's hitting about half the time from left, half the time from the right.
Which is good, which is perfect.
And, you know, his coach, you know, one played for Tech, another one played for Washington State, I think. And they're because Cooper's, Cooper. I mean, he's a good baseball player, but he's not. He's probably top 4, 5 on the team, maybe, you know, maybe 6.
Mm-hmm.
But they watched him throw, and they're like, he has a natural spin on the ball. He's going to be the pitcher. They're grooming him for that.
Oh well, yeah.
They told me. They said just go out and have him pitch 20 balls a night. You know, not hard, just getting used to that.
I mean, good. I mean, it's good because he ain't fast.
Believe it or not, there's a kid on the team this year slower.
No way.
Oh, way. Way slower.
So
like it makes Cooper look fast.
Wow, that's impressive. That's a whole new level of slow.
It's super impressive, and I'm proud he's the second slowest kid.
Did they like run back and forth? Like
no, the kid just he runs like he's got 8-pound bags of sand attached to his feet.
Is it kind of like me when I was young?
Kind of like you?
No, you were fast.
No,
he wasn't. Dad, do not hype him up like that. No, he was not. He's still no, he is not.
No. Well, you.
No, he said what he's saying is you were fast compared to Cooper.
Yeah. Right. But, you know, he's getting better. The problem with Cooper is he gets in his head. And
he runs into the
family. He starts like trying to concentrate too much on like what he's doing instead of just going, you know?
Yeah.
But anyhow, enough about that. But, you know,
baseball's a mental game. Basically, long story short, baseball's a very mental sport.
Right. It's mental. You you get up there in the box, it's you and one other guy. That's it. You know, there's not a, you know, there's no scheming around it. I mean, it is what it is.
I understand that, but like we were doing really, really well in the first 15 games of the season. And then what?
Well, that's what I'm saying is we did. You're right. We went to that tournament. We did good, right? beat Tennessee. We're the only team to beat Tennessee.
Tennessee, yeah.
Jinx, fucker. But, you know, we were the only team to beat, one of the only teams to beat Tennessee, you know, but I'm telling you, the loss of the ace and then followed up by a 2-week road trip. I mean, we were in South Carolina for like a week. We played 2 different teams in South Carolina. Played the Citadel and South Carolina State, or was it North Carolina?
No,
South Carolina. You know, and I think, you know, that just compounded, you know, the problem, you know, the issue. And I think it's 100%, but it's the gray matter, man. The kids have the talent.
Right.
You know, that's not, I mean, Staley and you know,
Ivan Melendez.
Yeah, Big Ivan and Faltine and, you know, who's the catcher?
Ardwan Silas.
Yeah, Silas Ardwan. I mean, they have the talent. It's all great.
Skylar Messenger.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all great. It's all the gray matter, you know, and you know, it's hard to cover up pitching. It's just it's not like football or soccer, or, you know, where you can scheme around it. You can't scheme around. You know, you can scheme around a weak left tackle, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can scheme around a weak right tackle. You know, there's things you can do to take that pressure off. You can't take the pressure off of a batter going against a pitcher. It is what it is.
That's why, yeah. I mean, that's kind of why, like, you know, Nolan Ryan was one of the greats. He was a hardball pitcher, but he was just a competitor. He just refused. He just refused to let the other guy be better than him.
Did y'all see he's got a documentary coming out in a couple days?
Yeah, I saw
I'm
that.
going to see that.
Who's the other Texas? There's another Texas. I mean,
Clemens.
No. A long time ago, there was a story that he got in a car accident like the night before he played A&M, and then he got in a car accident. Didn't want the coach to know, and he had a huge cut on his foot. And he had one of the bat boys get him a 6-pack of beer to keep the pain down, and then went out and pitched a no-hitter.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to know that story, like right now.
Like, I think what Lane.
Okay, this is the first I've ever heard of this, and I need to know this story. Like, I need to know this.
It's a real story because I looked it up and there was multiple people who talked about it.
I'll find it.
So what about softball?
Oh, down goes OU, baby. Down goes OU. You know, yeah. And them girls, you know, and this is Trey needs, you know, we'll have to take Trey to the deep dive into this later on, but I've been to a couple, you know, been to one or two, Logan. And
it's a different atmosphere.
It is. It's fun, man. It's fun, but you know, 38-0. They're 38-0, and you know they hadn't allowed more than 2 runs per game. You know, I think they only trailed once. You know, that was, you want to talk about coming out and slaying the dragon. You know, that's something else. That's something else. But you know, hopefully, you know, we when are they taking on Oklahoma State?
I think that's the next series. No, maybe not. Yeah, I think it is.
I'm so mad because now I can't find it. And I can't remember the name.
But yeah, no, I think the softball team, it's fun to watch. Those are, you need to come down for those, ET. They're fun to, you know, it's a fun atmosphere. It's fun to watch real fast. It's much faster than baseball.
For sure.
So it's kind of like indoor soccer to soccer. Everything just happens faster.
Yeah.
Everything is more compact, you know.
Man, they're good too.
Oh yeah.
It's just a lot of fun to watch.
No, it is, and you know, it is.
And then the next thing we can talk about is the Moody Center.
Yes, I tell you what, I'm excited about that. I'm excited. You know,
It's an actual basketball arena.
Right. 100%. Tanner Witt was the ace.
Oh yeah. Much more compact.
Oh yeah, no, I think it's going to make a difference. You know, I think I wish we could have seen the basketball team when they played at Gregory Gym, because I think it's going to resemble that a whole lot more. You know, when we would, you know,
because the fans are right there.
Right, it's 3/4 of the bottom row or the bottom bowl is students.
Nice.
You know, so I think it's gonna look a lot more like Gregory Gym, which I wouldn't be surprised if volleyball moves into you know, Moody at some point. You know, they'll get out of Gregory Gym. I mean, they may not, but they may go play a couple games in Moody. Because that's another thing I want to go to. Which we're just watching that stuff on TV. They get rowdy.
Mm-hmm. You talking about volleyball?
Yeah. They get rowdy. The volleyball games.
Okay. If I'm not mistaken, hold on. I want to say it was Bobby Lane.
Bobby Lane. I just found it.
1946.
Yeah.
The night before that game, or not, maybe it wasn't the night. It was something like that where he had gotten in a car accident and walked off the dish, throwing the hook'em at the A&M fans with the cut on his foot with a 6-pack of beer.
Nice.
I was like, if that ain't the most old school
Texas shit you've ever
University
heard
of Texas shit you've ever heard, golly. Screw pain pills. I'm going to take a 6-pack. Yes, sir. Only thing that would have made it a bit better was some whiskey. I mean, that's the only thing that would have made it more Texan.
Did y'all see? I was watching something about the series where Boston was down to the Yankees 3-0, and in Game 4, before they started the game, they all went in the locker room and took shots of Jack Daniels before they went out, and they won. And so for every game after that, they all went in the locker room before the game and took shots of Jack Daniels before they went to play.
Nice.
And they came back and won 4-3.
That's awesome. Jack
I was like,
win.
Yeah. I was like, I feel you on that.
Yeah. Sometimes you just need to take one shot and shit goes right.
But they were like, they went in and it's like, yeah, man. It was like, we just all took a couple shots of Jack, went out on the field. And it was like, they just loosened them up, you know, they weren't, I mean, you know what I mean? It was just like, fuck it. We're down 3-0, you know, what are you going to do? That's that part of that gray matter, you know, that you know,
so let's kind of move on.
Wait.
Go ahead, Logan.
Texas basketball got a new transfer today or yesterday.
I was just about to bring up Texas basketball right now. Couple things have happened in regards to Texas basketball. Trey Mitchell is in the transfer portal, and Devin Askew is also in the transfer portal. But we did just
is Trey Mitchell in it? Is he officially in it now?
Yeah, he's in it. Yeah, that was reported today.
Yeah, well, he hadn't been with the team in like months. So
yeah. And we also got I believe a shooting guard from New Mexico State, I want to say.
He'll probably come off the bench.
Yeah, 12 points a game. It was basically like a Trey. I can't remember his name right now. It's a weird name.
Jabari.
Jabari. I guess Jabari.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Okay.
But we basically just traded Devin Askew for this guy, which I don't think is a terrible one.
You know, I'm sure Dave Askew's a good kid, but I don't think he was a great basketball player. He just did things during games. So I was like, what are you doing? Like, turn around. The ball's like, get the ball. Like,
yeah.
You know, like somebody would shoot and he wouldn't even look for the rebound. He would just turn around and start running. And there was a couple, like the ball literally was hitting in the back as he's running away. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Like, turn around. Like, your job is to get the ball in our goal. Like, what do you?
On the good side,
and his hair annoyed me. His hair annoyed me. Get a haircut. Do something with it. Okay. Anyway, sorry, ran over. Get off my lawn.
On the plus side, Timmy Allen's back, so he'll be back next year.
That's the only one I was worried about.
Thank God.
Yeah, because
has Carr made a decision?
No, nobody else from anything that I've read. Anyway, nobody else has made anything except for those couple of guys. But we do. There's a 5-star freshman we got coming in.
Brumbo?
No, the other. I think his name is Dylan Mitchell.
Oh, Dylan Mitchell, yeah.
Dude. Let me just tell you.
Can he shoot?
Yeah, he can do it all.
Okay.
He can shoot, dunk, defend. He was in the dunk contest, I'm pretty sure, for high schoolers. I didn't even know that was a thing, but apparently it is. So yeah, and then we got Brumbaugh. So we got Ontario Morris is coming in too. So we've got a little bit of a.
Do we have any big guys coming in?
Brumbaugh's the biggest guy, I think.
Brumbaugh's a point guard. I think Mitchell might. I think Mitchell's like 6'9", maybe. Or I don't know.
Mitchell is 6'9"?
I think he's a forward. I'm pretty sure.
I thought he was a guard.
No, Morris is a guard.
Yeah, I don't know. We need a big guy. We need a fat guy. See, here again, we're back to the fat guys.
Dad, you have a very strange obsession with black guys.
No, not fat guys. Fat guys.
My bad. I said fat guys. I don't care what color they are. It's just fat guys.
Yeah, no, he's a small forward, 6'7", 200 pounds.
Too small.
5-star out of Montverde Academy in Florida.
I mean, if he's 6'7", 260, then fine. But we have 2 guys that are 6'7". Can we call Jatavian Sanders to the floor, please? Can you play 2 sports?
Yeah, they're in opposite. Oh wait, no, they're just. Oh wait, no, they're not.
But somebody that can go down there and like watching the guy from Purdue. I mean, they just throw in the post and he was just backing them down like I outweigh you by 50 pounds. You know, I mean, it'd be like me backing you down, EG. I mean, it's just we may be the same height, but I'm going to move you.
Yeah, because you're built like a brick shit house.
Right. I'm fat. I'm going to move you. I mean, this is what it is, So, I mean, 6'7", 6'9". If you're 6'7", 120 pounds, and 6'7", and 220, who's going to win that battle?
Right.
Shaq went against a lot of 7-footers.
But Shaq won most of the time. Every time. I don't think Shaq ever lost a post move.
If he put his mind to it, he didn't have a chance. He was just going to grab the ball, he's going to back you down, and he was going to slam it and rip the fucking rim off and beat it to you. I mean...
It's like that.
That's what it is, The only thing you had was Hack-a-Shaq. That's the only thing. You can put him on free line. If Shaq could have shot free throws,
he'd be the greatest of all time.
Highest scoring son of a bitch to ever play the head basketball. If he could shot a free throw.
I don't think we're done in the transfer portal either. I think we're going to get some guys.
Basketball?
Can we talk about the transfer portal, or is that just another episode?
I mean, that... Oh, man. I mean, we got some time. We could scuttlebutt over it a little bit.
Well, how are kids transferring in the middle of a semester? You have to have grades to get from college to college.
So I think the transfer portal is a sports specific thing. So it's more or less, I'm putting my name in here to let you know that I've been let off my scholarship from this school.
Then why are they still there taking class? Once you enter the transfer portal, you should be done. You're done with school. You're here for sports. If you want to leave, you're gone.
O'Shawn Mathis is still taking classes at TCU. and he's probably going to commit to Texas in like 2 days.
But that's what I mean. There should be a day.
Okay, so
May 5th, you're into the transfer portal. That way you're done with your semester. It's summertime. That school year is over. But kids go into the transfer portal in February.
I mean,
I don't know
how.
What do you do with that?
I don't know how it works from that end. Actually,
yeah.
I mean,
you have to see. What's the first thing a school asks for? Can I see your transcripts?
Yep.
Right. How you send transcripts?
You don't have any.
Right. I mean, look at Askew. That dude's going to be a sophomore, and he's going to be on his third college.
I mean, Caleb Williams, a possible linebacker transfer from UCLA, is going to be on his third or fourth school in 3
and he started at Texas.
Yeah.
Because he started at
Texas,
JUCO.
UCLA, back to Texas.
No. JUCO, Texas, UCLA, back to Texas.
See, how do you do that as a student?
I don't know.
I'm barely good with one school.
Yeah, I barely got into one.
Yeah.
Just think about having to go to different. No, I couldn't do it.
I mean, I don't. That's why I think that it's. There's got to be. I mean, I'm all for. But can you imagine the NFL in this situation?
I mean, it's basically
where a guy could come out and say, by game 7, I'm not starting, so I just quit. I'm going to transfer. Who wants me?
Or you can't do mid-season. I mean,
yes, you can.
No, you can enter, but once you enter, you can't play. I mean, you can't Well,
no, but okay, but so you sit out for the half of the season and you start practice in January.
Yeah, I mean they have those in the NFL. It's called a lockout. It's when players refuse to play, they don't go to another team. That in the middle of that season, they just don't play the rest of that season, and then whenever the team can get rid of them, they get rid of them.
But do they get paid?
It depends.
I think they get fined.
Yeah, they get paid, but also get fined. So essentially, they're not getting paid. I think is how it works.
I just don't like it. There's got to be because we had this 5-star commit to us. Did he really commit to us? Or is he going to show up for a semester and be like, fuck it, I'm out? And
I mean, yeah, that's the nature
there's
of
no
the beast
commitment to it.
Yeah.
But that's the problem is how do that puts that's an unfair and you say, oh well, coaches leave. Well, there's approximately 2,000 football players and there's 142 coaches, right? So you have 2,000 players that just go do whatever they want because a couple of coaches leave. I don't get it. Yes, I want you to be able to go. If you're not comfortable here, then you go somewhere else. But if you want to be professional about it, then you sign a contract. You commit to me for a year after May 1st. Then you can do what the hell you want, right? But you can't just come in and like yours, right?
Right.
He went. He's literally at the school for 4 months. 4 months. And then bolts. That's crazy to me. That's just, and I don't care about NIL. That's just, there needs to be a commitment from the school because the school, what would happen if the school came out and said, nope, you're off scholarship, get the fuck out?
I mean, look,
because then the school would be the big bad guy because they pulled the scholarship, right?
So the way the school goes about it. So for
instance, a 1-year scholarship.
No, for instance, right now this year, Texas can only bring in 33 players, transfer portal or freshmen or recruits. That's it.
Right, but they've already brought in more than that.
So they're going to have one of these kids from the last class delay their enrollment, and that
right. And who's going to look bad? The kid or the school?
The school's going to look
exactly.
bad.
But if this kid does it, it's fine.
No, that's not really.
The kid. So the school committed to the kid and then pulled their commitment, right? But if a kid commits to school and pulls his commitment, it's fine.
I mean, no,
the school can't pull their commitment, the kid can.
I mean, whenever you tell, I mean, that's the difference. The difference. You got that. I mean, yeah. That's such a one is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and one is an 18-year-old kid who's trying to make his way in the world. I mean, they're very different.
Who made it a multi-billion-dollar industry?
The players.
From when? Today or when? Who made Texas Blue Blood?
I mean, no, but I mean that's what it is. I mean,
no, and that's what I'm saying.
It's a player-led.
It's not the players who made the industry.
I mean, that's who else did it? Who else? Then you tell me.
Well, who's spending $100 million a year to make sure those players are taken care of?
Yeah, but who is producing that $100 million a year?
Exactly. Who's putting that money in the pockets of those investors?
Yeah, who's?
There's no investors. It's TV money.
And who is playing on the TV?
Why are they playing on the TV?
Because they're good.
Not the players, the fans. The players, you can swap them out. They do now. It's about eyeballs. It's about eyeballs. That's what this is about.
I know, but at the same time,
it's not about the player. You could these players can be swapped out. Doesn't matter. We're still going to watch Texas sports, right?
Yeah,
we're still going to watch.
We are
right. Regardless of who's playing. Right.
But we're still watching a player of a sport.
I mean, but the thing is,
you're watching Texas football.
But you got to think about the third, like you got a bird's eye view, 30,000 square foot, view is. You got me. There's so much trying to come out of my. I can't.
Well, it's what it is it's chicken and the egg, right?
I mean, yeah, in a way.
It's when you go down to Moro Stadium and you walk through the trophy hall, did Quinn Ewers have anything to do with that?
We only have swimming trophies.
No, but
we only have swimming trophies. We only have swimming trophies.
Oh shit.
Can we see that?
So my question is, what did he see when he went to A&M?
Right?
I'll tell you what he saw. He saw what is it called? CMA Awards, right?
The Country Music Awards?
No, not CMA. What is it called? Grammys or something? I don't know. It was it was something for production or something.
No, it was I think it was cow judging trophies. Like livestock judging. I don't know what else. What?
There was a video and he was like, they still don't have any football trophies.
Yeah. I ain't seen the football trophies yet. Well, because you were in the wrong room. That's the thing. When you're in the room with swimming, you're in the room with swimming trophy. You go to the room with, track trophy. I mean, there's rooms of trophies.
There's rooms. Plural.
Yeah, of trophies. Y'all been in there, right? Y'all went down there, right? Last time we were down there?
Oh, yeah, we did, Logan. Yeah, we went there for this.
I did not go.
Maybe you didn't go.
You weren't there?
I've never been in the trophy rooms.
You've never been down where you've never been in the trophy rooms?
No.
Oh, you got to go down there for the spring game. It's all the trophies, all of them. Mm-hmm. You can go through and there's interactive stuff where you can find a player and hit a button, it'll show all their highlights, like Kevin Durant, TJ Ford, Ricky Williams. It's man, wow! I can't believe you haven't seen that, Logan. I didn't realize that. You count your ones.
Yeah.
You've been out there on a pole.
Wait, Logan, people be tipping you for real?
Yeah.
Dude, I've never once thought to tip somebody at the grocery store.
Wow. See, it's people like you. It's people like you. While they put you put the baskets in the wrong slots, don't you?
I've never had somebody else put my groceries in my car before. I've never been that.
You look like the one that puts the baskets in the wrong slots, aren't you? You put the big with the big and the small with the small.
I didn't even know till just right now there were wrong slots.
There's how it's so. There's a big cart and there's a little.
Off the rails, folks. We are off the rails.
This is the real content here.
This is off the rails right now.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
We talking about HEB. You know, does this go back to the conversation of there are more windows or wheels in the world?
There's definitely more doors.
Doors or wheels?
Doors.
No, Logan.
No, wheels.
Is a hinge a wheel?
No.
Yes.
Is a hinge a wheel?
No.
Is a drawer is a wheel?
No, drawers have wheels.
A bearing's a wheel thing.
No.
It spins. Okay, guys, we're not talking about this. Is water wet?
Yeah. Water is 100% wet.
In what state?
No, water is
all
wet.
states.
Wet is the instance. Wet is the instance of something being touched by water.
Okay,
Water
listen.
Wet.
You can.
Okay.
Wait. Okay. Closing arguments. Right here. So when there's a bucket of water, right? And you look at it, you see the water. You dip your hand in the water.
Now your hand's wet.
You can't make something wet if it's not wet.
The hell did you just say?
I just had an aneurysm. Logan, wet.
Okay.
What? All right. I don't even know where we're at anymore.
Yeah, we've got completely off the rails. Okay, sorry, folks. You just got to peek inside the insanity. Okay.
This is what our family group chat looks like.
Yeah.
You're missing out on Trey because he really has some curveballs in there. Let me tell you. Oh,
hey,
man.
are we going to talk about what you said about a guy hall?
No,
we're not. We're gonna
leave that.
We're gonna leave that where it lays. We're gonna leave that where it lies. Okay.
That was a misunderstanding.
Folks, let me just say it wasn't anything about the kid. You just misread what I said.
Remembered what he said, and no, absolutely not. That's never gonna leave the depths of that group chat. It's gonna stay locked in there for.
My own girlfriend doesn't even know what we talk about in the group chat.
Nobody.
Yeah,
my girlfriend doesn't know either. Oh boy.
Uh-uh.
Okay, well, I think this is where we're gonna wrap it up for the evening because we are completely out of left field. It got rough in there in the end.
Speaking of left field, you need to come down to left field
before the season's over, huh? When does the season end?
I don't know, but you need to go to left field.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll talk about that whenever we log out of here.
You need to get on the wall.
Thanks, y'all, for coming along for part 2.
Wait. Holy moly of the week? Holy moly of the week?
Oh, yeah, we could do Holy Moly of the Week. I know you got one.
I do. So I'm kind of good at school-ish. So I don't even know what award I'm getting, but I'm getting an award for, I guess, school May 17th.
Yeah, bro. May 17th, I'm there.
I heard a rumor that somebody was nominated for prom king.
Oh, and prom king, and I'm saying the Pledge of Allegiance at graduation.
Don't stumble.
Don't stutter.
You better do that. You better do the tongue twister thing.
There's no 420 before that.
That might be the one time you should do 420. Like, actually, that might be the one time you look at because what they're going to do, kick you off the stage in the middle of saying the Pledge of Allegiance, you know? They're not going to stop graduation for you.
Where did the rails go? We left those so far away. We're so far off the rails right now. Holy moly of the week. Holy moly. Did y'all see the picture the high school pitcher in
no, it was a JUCO.
JUCO? Was it in Dallas? I think. Dude hits a freaking home run, come around third base. The pitcher runs over and just like levels the dude. Like spears him.
I just saw
levels him on third base. On the third base line.
I saw today he got kicked off the team.
Oh yeah. I
freaking hope so.
Yeah, the dude like literally like Goldberg spear him like crazy. I was like, I watched on was I on Twitter or something? No, I think I was on Orange Bloods, and so we had it on there, and I had to watch it like 3 times. Going, did that just happen? Like, what in that dude's mind was like, okay, this dude just hit home run me, so I'm gonna go over there and like end his career right here. Like, how in the God's name? Because I watched that right after I watched a Little League coach walk out onto a field and level an umpire.
I saw that too.
I mean, y'all, what the hell is happening? What the hell is happening? Uh-oh. Looks like Mama just walked in. No. Oh, he's muted. He's getting his ass chewed. He's trying to explain what's happening.
Ethan, just get your holy moly of the week and then be done.
Hello, I'm back. So yeah, okay. My holy moly of the week. So this is super dumb, but last night I came home and I watched both Garfields, and those are really good quality movies, actually, and I really think everybody should go watch both Garfield. The second one is called Garfield: A Tale of Two Kitties.
Were you in the right mindset when you watched these movies?
It's 420.
It was on when I got home, and I just didn't turn it off.
And The Tale of Two Kitties sounds something like from Pornhub.
Wow. Okay. All right.
God, you
left the rails. You left. Remember those rails we were talking about?
Yeah. You went looking for the rails and just went farther off of them.
Does it not?
I mean, it does actually. And you just broke that movie for me. I'm never gonna be able to watch that movie ever again. So thanks. I really appreciate that.
Tale of Two Kitties sounds like my 20s. Anyway.
Dad, we're still recording. Okay.
Your mother's gonna listen to this.
My mother knows all the kitties, so it doesn't matter.
Wow.
That's where we're gonna end it. Y'all be safe. All right. Have a great rest of y'all's week. See y'all around. I'm glad y'all stuck around even though we left the rails. Bye. Wow.